Stay. Come here. Come on.
So he bolted out the door.
Come here. Good.
We need to work on that.
Sit. Good sit.
Showing him what's expected here. And if he sits and comes in, then he may get rewarded.
Come on. Let's go. Good boy.
So I'm using the retractable leash because I want him to understand that he's allowed to walk away in the beginning when we go walk for going potting. I haven't used any formal commands of walk to where he's supposed to understand leash etiquette. Right now it's just go do your thing and then we will practice your recall. After you do your thing, then you can come back in.
Good potty. Yes, good potty. So initially we're going to start off as potting, and then we're going to start giving him verbal cues on types of ways of walking. But right now, the initial phase or the initial stages was to teach him recall. And he's doing that really well. Then we're going to start teaching him how to walk with a verbal command walk.
So now I have the retractable leash locked to about 5 feet long, and he needs to understand leash pressure. The leash needs to be loose, and if he gets to the end of the leash, I'm going to pop it a little bit. Right there.
Come on.
And he's understanding. I would also scuff my feet.
Good boy.
So where he looks at me, and every time he comes to me for confirmation, I'll reward him. Right there. And then I'll change direction just to make sure he understands that he needs to start learning to follow me when I use the verbal cue walk.
Good boy. Come on. Come on. Sit. Good boy. Up.
Nearing the end of the session, he's starting to understand, and he's doing great.
Up, up, up. Good boy. Yes.
Having 3 days with me, we spent 2 nights using the remote collar training at a school field. Now I entrust him to practice this during the day. There are some changes, and most importantly, the dangers of the street.
Hey. Come on.
He was vibrated as he approached the street, so he understands that he needs to be cautious. After those couple of days going to that school field, he's learned to jump into the SUV happily.
You notice how he has one brown toenail and one white toenail? Look at his toenail, it's so strange. Got one white toenail, one brown toenail. Oh, 2 brown toenails, 2 white toenails. Are you embarrassed? Okay. Hey.
He's hurt?
Hey, he's limping.
He has a collar.
There's a lost black dog here that was resting near some bushes. I waited for him to get a little bit further away before I let Milan come out. With 100% recall, I can't express what it's like to see a dog just run freely without any worries. I'm trying to help Milan embrace the retriever in him, but he doesn't quite understand fetch just yet. It's okay. He's still a puppy.
Go get the ball.
I noticed that the black dog that was initially here is barking at Milan now and approaching us. So I asked my wife to watch him.
I know. Hi. Do you want to play ball?
Realizing that my wife can't do anything, I asked her to come back to hold Milan. But
Huh?
Milan breaks free.
Uh-huh.
At this moment, I grab my remote,
Come here.
I pressed
Come
in,
here.
and it worked a bit, and he tried again.
Mila.
I pressed boost,
Sit.
and it
Sit,
worked.
sit. Can you grab Milan? I need to shoo this dog away, unfortunately. You got him? Let me put this on for you. It's easier. Thank you.
Milan, come on. Let's go. Let's walk. Milan.
I was hoping to be able to lure the dog to me so I can identify the tags if there is any on the collar, but he kept trying to run away
That's
as I
it.
toss him treats.
Practice some loose leash walking.
Along with a proper recall off-leash, he should be able to understand the difference between off-leash training and leash walking, intentional leash walking that is, and then going to go potty. In order to obtain loose leash walking, whenever the leash is taut, because he's in front of me, I stop. He's not allowed to pull on the leash, and then I'll redirect him. So I just redirected him 2 times there, and now he's walking properly. Scuff my feet so he understands to acknowledge my position, and if he does well, I might reward him. In this case, I will reward him 100% because we're still training. I will scuff my feet if I want to make a sound without giving any verbal commands, and I'll say walk just to remind him that we're doing a formal walking here. He's not allowed to venture off.
Walk. Good walk. The key word is walk, or the verbal cue is walk. Walk means loose leash. If he needs to go potty, then we can say go potty. If we don't say anything, then we can't expect him to follow next to us. Walk. Cool. Stop. Good stop. He sits.
Along with the verbal cue walk, I also use the verbal cues this way and stop to redirect him. Even though he should be acknowledging my position, it's always nice to give him a head start on understanding where I'm going.
And then we can mix it up now since he has good recall. Okay. Okay is release. And then
Go get it. Get the ball.
Okay. Okay. So you're not a retriever. You're a retriever. It's okay. Walk, come on. Good. don't care about you guys. Come on.
So we're pretty much done with training. The only thing to do now is just to ensure that Milan loves training. So we always end it off leash.
Milan, come here. Milan, come here. Good boy.